Stephen Austin was the first and most successful of the American impresarios, men licensed to advertise and sell land to settlers. Austin recruited 300 American families to his new Texas colony, but just as they arrived, trouble arose in the land.
No sooner does Stephen F. Austin bring the first of his colonists to settle on the banks of the Brazos River, does he find that there has been a revolution in Mexico City. In 1821, Mexico declares its independence from Spain, just like the United States had in 1776 declared its independence from Great Britain. Mexico was no longer a colony of Spain. Mexico is now an independent republic. The question in Austin's mind, and indeed in the minds of all of the American colonists, is the new Mexican government going to honor the deal Moses had made with the old Spanish government? Well, there's only one way to find out. Austin has to mount his horse and make the long, arduous overland journey to Mexico City.
Austin's trip to Mexico City was a success. The new Mexican government also agreed to let Austin settlers bring slaves to Texas, receiving 80 acres of land for each slave they brought. By 1825, 1,800 people lived in Austin's colony, 443 of them slaves of African and Caribbean descent. The Americans were expected to accept and abide by Mexican law. Some did. Many others did not. There were many American squatters, people who settled upon land for which they had not paid and did not have permission to occupy. Some of these were criminals running away from the law or poor people trying to escape their debts in the U.S. The Mexicans looked down on them. Jose Maria Sanchez was a Mexican draftsman sent in 1828 by the Mexican government to survey the Texas province border with Louisiana. Sanchez came back with a very critical assessment of the American settlers. Mexico officially reversed its immigration policy, not allowing any more American settlers to come to Texas. The Mexicans also banned the further importation of slaves. They imposed heavy taxes on American goods, and they sent troops to the frontier to enforce the new laws. Nevertheless, Americans continued to stream into Texas, and tensions between the two sides increasingly turned into open hostility.